Okay, good morning everybody. Today I am here with another lecture of MARPOL, and in this one we are going to discuss about the overview part of the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from SIPS 73-78. So we are going to have the complete overview of the MARPOL. What all things are there in MARPOL? What are the important things like your certificates, then your management plans, then your record books, discharge criteria, then your special areas. So all these things today I am going to cover into the video. Okay, so here we are going to see the overview part. So as you can see there, MARPOL convention has been implemented. So suppose it is asked to you guys or by third party or somebody like port state control or something, so how on board ship the MARPOL is getting implemented correctly. So what you have, what documentary evidence you have, how you are going to satisfy that PSC that it is completely complying, the ship is completely complying the MARPOL part. So I am just going to give you the overview of it, what all things it contain, all the 6 annexes, what are the various certificates, what are the various management plans, and what are the various record books, special area, and the discharge criteria. So discharge criteria and all I will discuss with when I will start discussing about the annexes. Okay, so in the annexes we will go by the important regulations, and in that one we will have the discussion regarding the discharge criteria and all. But today basically we will put the stress on MARPOL certificates, and then we have the record books, and then we have the management plans. So all 6 annexes, what are the criteria and what are the things which is there. Okay, so here you can see certificates, record books, and management plans. So in this one I am going to show you about the MARPOL certificates. MARPOL have the statutory certificates, and these certificates are basically issued on the basis of the survey conducted. Okay, so when we have to see the certificate, it should be valid. The port state control will also come and see the certificate. That certificate should be valid. So when we talk about this, we have the annex 1, that is also having certificate, annex 2 also having certificate, annex 3 is not having any certificate, annex 4 is also having certificate, annex 5 again is not having any certificate, and annex 6 also have the certificates. So I have enlisted, compiled all these things into these slides, and I will tell you the detail of it. So we know that when we have the initial survey which is to be conducted, then we have the intermediate survey, annual survey, intermediate survey, and the renewal survey conducted. Okay, so we see that if we see annex 1, it is appendix 2. So every annex is having the appendixes at the end of the annex. Okay, so in the appendix 2, the details about the IOPP certificate is being given. Okay, so form of IOPP certificate and the supplements are being provided over there. Okay, so what is the annex 1 appendix 2 form A? There are supplements, 2 supplements, that is your form A is there and form B is there. So form A is in your appendix 2, supplement to the International Oil Pollution Prevention Certificate IOPP. It is the record of construction and equipment for the ships other than oil tanker. So when we talk about the form A specifically tells about the certificate, that is your IOPP certificate for the other than tankers, means non-tankers. So the requirement is also there. If it is tanker, 150 GT and above, and if it is non-tanker, it is 400 GT and above. So form A is basically issued to the ships other than oil tankers. So that form is given in the appendix 2, and it basically consists of the construction record and the equipments record of it. Okay, so now I will take you guys to the another slide. Okay, so here you can see the third part, that is in again annex 1 only, appendix 2. It is your appendix 2, form B. Form A we have already seen that form A is your oil tanker, other than oil tanker IOPP certificate, and form B is oil tanker certificate. So here you can see the supplement to the International Oil Pollution Prevention Certificate, that is your IOPP. It shows the record of construction and equipment for oil tankers. So in oil tanker, this form B is being issued. So it have the all constructional and equipment details provided. Okay, so now we will go for the annex 2. So annex 1, as we have seen, we have the IOPP certificate, form A supplement and form B supplement. So this is related to the annex 1. Now we will go to annex 2. Annex 2 basically is for the NLS, as I have told you in the previous video, noxious liquid substances. So in this one we have the appendix 3, that is your form of International Pollution Prevention Certificate for the carriage of noxious liquid substances in bulk. So in short form we are telling this as a NLS certificate. So NLS certificate is for annex 2 appendix 3. So we covered this one also, and then in the next we have annex 3. So annex 3 basically, if you see that, it is for the, when we talk about annex 3, harmful substances in packaged form. So as per the MARPOL annex 3, no certificates are there, but actually it is related with the IMDG cargo part. So we have the other certifications over here. So MARPOL annex 3 has no certificates. Okay, next annex 4. Annex 4, we know that annex 4 we are talking about as a sewage. We have the sewage description, complete detail, discharge criteria, special area, definition of the sewage, and all the related requirements given in annex 4 part of it. So when we talk about the sewage, we have one certificate, that is your International Sewage Pollution Prevention Certificate. So that is called your ISPP. ISPP is your International Sewage Pollution Prevention Certificate. So that is given in your Annex 4 part. Okay. Next is your Annex 5. Annex 5 is basically related to the garbage. We have the garbage, how to segregate the garbage, how to keep the garbage as per the garbage management plan, various garbage placards and all which are there, and discharge criteria related to the garbage also, which is given in the annex part. And in this one we have no certificates. Again, we have the management plan and we have the record books. So these things are there in the garbage. And annex 6, next is your annex 6. Annex 6 we have the various certificates. Annex 6 is the rapidly changing annex. So many regulations which are there coming for the annex 6 part. Basically it is having chapter 3 and chapter 4. Chapter 3 is your regulation 12 to regulation 18, and then chapter 4 is your regulation 19 to 25. So these regulatory requirements are there. One is for the greenhouse gases part, and one is for the SOx, NOx, VOCs, ODS, incinerator emissions, fuel oil quality and availability. All these things are included. So we will discuss when we discuss annex 6 separately. I will come with the another video when we have the discussion of annex 6 part. So here the annex 6 we have the International Air Pollution Prevention Certificate, that is your IAPP. The first certificate is your IAPP, which is there. Next, supplement to the International Air Pollution Prevention Certificate is also there. which deals about the record of construction and equipment. So if you see that in Annex 6 appendices, this is also attached over there. Next is your International Energy Efficiency Certificate. This is also their International Energy Efficiency Certificate, that is your IEEC. IEEC. Pause করে দাও তো 1 minute. Okay, so here you can see this the supplement which was there. So one thing that was not there, so I have entered into this one, that is your Engine International Air Pollution Prevention Certificate. As per Annex 6 we have the 4 certificates. You can see that 3 are the major. So first is your IAPP, second is your EIAPP, that is your Engine International Air Pollution Prevention Certificate, and then is your IEEC, that is your International Energy Efficiency Certificate. Okay, so that is there, and the last one is your SOC, that is your Statement of Compliance. Basically this one is being issued after the IMO DCS, that is your data collection system, the fuel oil consumption data which has been recorded and sent to the flag state, and the flag state will verify this, and after verification they will issue the SOC. So this is the certificate which is issued by the flag state, which comes under your Annex 6 part. So these are the list of the certificates which is coming under the full MARPOL, and it is discussed now. Okay, already discussed. So next it is just the, if you see here the same thing, certificates, Annex 1 IOPP certificate, statement of compliance. Basically when we have the old tankers and all, so CAS and is issued as per the statement of compliance is issued in the CAS, which is coming under your IOPP or Annex 1 part. Annex 2 we have seen already, the NLS certificate, certificate of fitness for the carriage of dangerous chemicals in bulk, and this is basically related to that, but it is issued under the IBC code. IBC code and IBC code chapter 17 or 18 which is there. So this fitness certificate is issued under that. International Pollution Prevention Certificate for the carriage of noxious liquid substances, that is there, and certificate of fitness for offshore support vessels. Actually this COF is for offshore vessels, that is also under the IBC part. Okay. Next you can see here Annex 4 International Sewage Pollution Prevention Certificate, which I have discussed already. Then result of calculation of moderate rate of discharge in accordance with the MEPC 157/55. So basically the discharge rate for the sewage as per the class requirements, the depth of the vessel or draft of the vessel, and the speed of the vessel, that also is being considered, and then the moderate rate is being calculated. So that is as per the MEPC 157/55. So if you guys are more interested, you can go to that MEPC and find out the complete detail of it. Okay. Next, Annex 5, no certificates are there. Annex 6, you have the IAPP certificate, then Engine International Air Pollution Prevention Certificates, technical file, record book of engine parameters if applicable. This is basically for the NOx technical file. So I am planning to make one video also on the detailed requirement of the NOx technical file. Okay. Next is your International Energy Efficiency Certificate, IEEC, which I have already discussed and explained, and the SOC, that also I have discussed. So this completely complies about the detailed description of the certificates which is coming under the MARPOL part of it. Okay. Next we have the record books. If you see